The story to come takes place in a time long before Happy and Natsu's. A harsher time. It's about a girl with a silly dream, fighting despair and anguish with nothing but the heart they stab at. It's a tale of overcoming, of chasing hope. Of friends who formed a guild. Destiny set countless things in motion. One of those things was this story. The story of Fairy Tail's origin. Yuri Dreyer, Master Makarov's father-to-be, Precht Geibold, my pick to be the guild's second master, Ward Sequin. He'll one day be recognized as the 4th highest-ranked wizard saint.
Mavis, those youngsters have inherited your spirit.
My name is Mavis Vermillion, and for the past 7 years I've been studying strategies for taking on wizard guilds. 7 years ago, tragedy struck Tenro Island. Wizards from Blue Skull invaded our home. They slaughtered everyone in sight, wiping out the entire Red Lizard Guild, and villagers alike. But Zeref... After the way I cried that night, I'll probably never meet a fairy. But Zera and I survived that horrible night. Zera, you're alive! And for all these years, we've lived in isolation, with only each other to keep us company and to share our thoughts. Just us on that island. Alone, but not alone.
You saved me. I know I would have died that night if you hadn't been there.
I can't stand feeling this way, Mavis. The only way I'm gonna be of any help is if you teach me to use magic.
You've given me so much courage over the years, Zera. Come forth, Tenro! I never would have made it this far. If it weren't for you, I can't thank you enough. Those 3 showed us a world we had only dreamed of. We need them. After all that we've been through together, I can't let our adventure end like this. So, I'll do whatever I can to keep us together.
I've never been able to see Zera. You're the only one who could perceive her, because she's an illusion you created. She's not real.
You've needed to know. 7 years ago, on Tenro Island, I died. Your feelings were so strong. The magic energy inside of you took on the form of what you needed most right then. You needed a friend.
It's not true! I would never think of you as an illusion, because you're real! Even if no one else can see, I still can! You're my best friend! I love you!
I love you.
I'm not ready to say goodbye to you forever, Zera!
Yuri only told you because he wants you to move on with your life. Me too. It's all we want. You can't if I'm still around, so I have to go. I'm sorry, Mavis.
But I want you!
I'm not leaving you. I'll always be in your heart. Forever.
Promise me you'll always be my friend!
Cross my heart.
In the end, all I ask is that you stay by my side. That's what best friends are for, right? You and I will be together forever, Zera. The Tenro orb is practically in our hands. Now we know the enemy's location. A city to the west of here. Let's go to Magnolia! Oh, I can't wait to tell the others!
Be careful running around like that.
Fairy Tail would be born just 10 short days after I left them. I played a large part in its formation. Perhaps I was the reason she met such a tragic end after all.
Mavis was a fairy, but I am a Spriggan.
Who are you? What's your name?
Zeref.
This is a tale of a boy and girl, of the awful curse they shared, and the primordial magic that they sought together.
My dear Mavis.
We crossed paths in a forest west of Magnolia, where both our fates were forever changed. He was stricken by the curse of Audition. Against his will, this horrible curse killed every living thing around him.
Anyone or anything I care for withers and dies.
I found him to be completely fascinating. He taught me so much about the world of magic. At the time, Magnolia was controlled by a dark guild called Blue Skull. They treated the citizens with such cruelty. So my friends and I learned magic to win the city's freedom. Just when things were at their most desperate, I cast an unperfected black magic spell that brought us victory. Because I wasn't ready to wield that spell, there was an unintended consequence.
Don't tell me you used the law spell! You've become like me. You won't ever grow old or die. You made a judgment on who lives and dies. That's the purpose of the spell. Now you have the curse of Audition. I hate to say it, but I'm afraid that you've yet to realize the true value of life. The moment you discover what that is, the people closest to you will start to die.
Such is the curse of contradiction. The more love you have, the more death surrounds you. I never dreamed my sin would cause all this.
Mavis!
Stop it!
What sin? Because opening up your heart to love someone isn't actually a sin in my book.
You mustn't blame yourself for what's happened.
It's unfortunate, but it's obviously not what you had intended. Because of you, Fairy Tail is a force for good in the world.
And no Fairy Tail.
Would mean that we wouldn't all be friends today.
I'd be sad.
You made this happen. Your love for people is what brought us all together.
And we're willing to do whatever it takes to protect the guild you created. Because we believe in it.
Your guild's grown into a thing of beauty.
The abyss of sorcery, where everything begins. It contains the primordial essence of magic, love. Love brings about miracles, and oftentimes tragedies. The two who carried the curse of contradiction shared their love, and the result was yet another contradiction. The more love you have, the more life this curse takes.
But the truth is, that deep down I don't really want you to die. I want us to be together forever.
I wish that you'd take me with you. Please, Zeref.
Sweet Mavis. I wish I could have spent more time with you.
You mean it? You truly feel that way with all your heart? We could go together. Okay?
You and me.
Such a bitter contradiction is what took my immortal life.
It feels so warm.
Of course it does. After all, we're inside the heart of Fairy Tail.